Hello everyone and welcome back to some rapid action on leeches. Yesterday we played a very nice game. It was a sort of a Petrov defense type of game. No, sorry, not a Petrov, the Alekhine defense type of game. Although maybe we reached it through a different move order, but in the end I was able to use some of the tactics that I use in the my adventures against the Alekhine to take the win. But there were moments where I could have tactically played better. But what are you gonna do? You cannot affect how your tactics will work, especially with a little time on the clock in like Blitz or Rapid and Bullet. But I'm sensing that you guys are getting some value out of these videos, so I will continue doing them if you guys agree, as I really am enjoying making them. Rapid is really a completely different game than Bullet and Blitz. The only chess I ever played is pretty much Bullet and Blitz online. So yeah, these rapid sessions are something very enjoyable for me. So let's continue. Our opponent for this one will be, sorry, not that. We have to create it like this so we get a stronger opponent. And our opponent for this one will be, let's see. We are currently at I think 2261 or maybe less. Yeah, this is the range that we are accepting opponents, 2261 to 2761. Not a lot of people playing rapid 10+0, obviously. Sometimes I just recreate it and then we get an opponent right away. Not sure. Yeah, you guys always said it's funny because I say, okay, last game I had white, this game I'll get black, and it's completely random. Sometimes you actually will get two white in a row. But yeah, I kind of thought that it's always going to be, one game black, one game white. And our opponent is Mr. Queeb or Mrs. Queeb, rated 2431, opening with d4. We're going to stick with knight to f6, as that's how we've played everything. It's okay, so it's a classical approach. I like it. We're going to go for e6 and bishop to b4. The Nimzo Indian will be on the board. And he already has his e3 line ready. I'm going to play c5. He even pre-moved this knight move. Obviously, it can be played to pretty much everything. And we're going to pressure the center. Okay, so a trade on c3. And we might even... Yeah, we might even land a knight on e4. Just so if he... before he gains control over the e4 square. Yeah, and we're gonna try and... okay, so he trades once. Perfectly fine. Do we trade back right away? Yeah, if he takes... Yeah, he might win a pawn here, but it's not, I think, a pawn that you can keep. So it's not really an issue. Like if he takes, I'm gonna capture back, and now if he takes, I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna win it back right away, but I will win it back at some point. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, what is this? What is this? Why am I struggling to regain my pawn? Very strange. Yeah, okay. He does get the pawn for the moment. He will be able to cement it with b4. But okay, we will undermine the pawns later on. Yeah, I've obviously messed something up here. Obviously, I've messed something up here. Let's go knight c6. I don't want to trade bishop for bishop now that I'm down a pawn. But if he wants to trade bishop for knight, yeah, I'm done with that. And he will have to play b4 at some point. And we're probably just gonna castle. And if he plays b4, we're gonna charge with a5. Yeah, very, very interesting. Okay, so he just defends it. Makes sense, definitely. He's preventing bishop e6 also. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna castle here. Yeah, he does have his pawn. That's very interesting. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, b4 is already in the house, and we're gonna go 95. At least get something for our position for blundering that pawn. Okay, so we have to get our knight here. He does have the strong bishop, but I actually prefer my knight here. Okay, so he locks it in, but you know, it's not really much. Some c6 action might happen. And next he's gonna attack my my knight. So we have to be ready for that. And he doesn't have any threats for the moment. So I'm just gonna position my queen in a way that I can defend the knight. I want to play queen to g6 and have everything here supporting my knight. And he will have to deal with this knight for the rest of the game. And on the other hand, he does have the bishop pair. Okay, putting the king here, I'm not so sure. It's a very odd square to put the king on. Huh. Very odd square to put the king on. Let's go rook c8. Because now I'm... Okay, maybe it's useful in some way that I don't realize. So what I would really love to do is to get my rook somehow into the game, but it's not going to be easy. Like if I play a6, he's just going to put the bishop on a4. The bishop doesn't really have any great purpose here. And he, yeah, f3. Okay, that's the reason why he played it. He wanted to play f3. Yeah, but this is not all that impressive. Because now he can't take. I will just take, and he can't take back because of checkmate. If he takes with the pawn, sure, he can do that, but then he's prone to all sorts of nasty discoveries, and we will win our pawn back. But what's the best discovery? That's the real question. What is the best discovery that we have? Yeah, so many of them are possible, but opening up the C file does seem to be the best one. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. And now if he pushes, I can just capture the pawn with the knight, so... Yeah, we'll just take it. Yeah, not the best pawn pushing action. Yeah, he missed that after I capture here, I will also be threatening checkmate after all of the trades on d3 happen. Yeah, okay, so we didn't just win our pawn back, we actually won a pawn while doing all of this. And now it's time to figure out the proper way to play this. Because it's still not, it's not like we're winning on the spot. He does have some bishop action here. If he plays rook to g1, will be very hard for us to defend. And yeah, we have to figure out a proper way of handling things here. And I think it's rook c2. Rook c2 because it threatens checkmate. If he takes my rook, I will play knight check and pick up the queen. And after rook c2, if he plays rook to g1, I can just sacrifice the rook. He's going to capture. I'm going to play queen h3 check, king g2, yeah, queen g3 check, king h1, and queen to h3 checkmate. So rook to c2 is the move. Yeah, very nasty stuff. Very nasty stuff. Yeah, but it's not really fair that I get such a wonderful tactical position out of a position where I just blundered a pawn in the opening. Or maybe I didn't blunder it, but I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, okay, so he goes for it. We're gonna sacrifice the rook and checkmate him. That's yeah, that's the best way to do it. Okay, so he also has this, but if he goes here, yeah. Okay, now we don't go here because of this, so we have bishop to h3 check. He has to go back, and then we can just checkmate him. That also works. Yeah, like this. This is fine. All right, so very nicely done, but more than the game, I'm interested in what was that silly, what were those silly moves that I made in the opening. So c5, I mean, you can play this pretty much wherever. He pre-moved this knight to e2 move. Yeah, he knows that knight to e2 is best. I played d5, okay. I mean, there are so many variations here that you can use. Yeah, I played knight to e4 right away. Yeah, obviously knight to e4 gets a question mark and an exclamation mark as it blunders a pawn. So it's better to just take on c4. He will play d captures on c5. I'm going to trade queens, king captures. And now just knight here, going after the pawn, whereas b4 is impossible due to c captures on b3 en passant. So here we just trade, let's say captures, and it's equal position. So that's how you do it really. But I played knight e4, and he went for this. He didn't go for knight captures on e4. Okay, so he played it like this, but it's still a pawn. Yeah, he's still up a clean pawn. I played queen e7. He delivered a check. I blocked with the knight. Greedy, but you know what are you gonna do? Queen c2. I castled. He played castles. I played bishop f5 because I really wanted to get my knight to this square. I thought he might just capture the knight to avoid all of these problems, but no, he played b4. I played knight here, and he played bishop to b2. Yeah, his position is actually remarkable. Yeah, it's merely a matter of him blundering that pawn. Yeah, king to h1. Yeah, it does get a question mark and an exclamation mark. But I think it's always best, you know, to get both. If you just get a question mark, then your move is weird. If there's an exclamation mark as well, you know, there might be something. Yeah, I played rook to c8, and he now played f3, which is still great for him. I played this, and now he just has to play rook captures on f3. Yeah, that was the mistake. But he played f captures, and now knight captures on c5 is the equalizing move. But now rook to g1 is the move. And we trade queens. Yeah, rook to g1. I would have to trade queens. He captures here, and I just move the knight here, attack the bishop, the rook, and defend my g7 pawn. And it's equal position. So yeah, I blundered a pawn. He blundered into an equal position, but then he got greedy with e4, and after knight captures on e4, he's just lost. He played here. So queen h5 is best. I played rook to c2, but yeah, rook to c2 also completely winning, +5 for me. Yeah, he has to give up the queen, but he played this, and now it's just a mate in 3. Yeah, queen h3 check. I miscalculated it a little bit, but yeah, okay, queen h3 also mate in 1. I don't know why I preferred the masking bishop mate. Is the first one that I checked, and I saw it was checkmate, so I went for that one. But yeah. Obviously, I will have to improve my knowledge of the Nimzo Indian defense. Not a great way to blunder a pawn in the opening, but you know, luckily our opponent gave us a chance, and we were able to bounce back. So yeah, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon, continuing to check up on your wonderful suggestions and whatever else happens in the chess world. So thank you all. I will see you soon, and have an excellent rest of your day.